welcome to the walking journey. How's everybody doing? This is Anthony here on the walking journey. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Guys, I apologize. I'm trying to fix this. My apologies. I'm trying to... There you go. That's the best I can do. Hope you guys are doing awesome. This is me, Anthony, here on the walking journey. I have a backup channel called the Walking Journey. It's the same thing, Walking Journey, just the word "the" is at the beginning. May become a little more active here and over there, but check out my links below. Hold on, let me turn on the AC so you guys won't be hearing AC. Check out my links below to my Rumble channel and my Bitchute channel. So I decided to do this, to try it again. I'm gonna give it another try. So I posted in the description of this live stream my personal phone number. I got no friends. Nobody wants to be my friend. No one desires to talk to me. The only person that I talk to on the phone is my wife. Sometimes they call me from work, but they usually don't. You know what they say? No news is good news. My mom calls me once in a blue moon. My aunt that's considered like my mom, that took care of me. When they kicked me out of the house when I was 14. She calls me once in a blue moon. But besides that, nobody calls me. Not even my own kids that each one has their own personal phone line now. They don't call me because they're too busy playing Roblox. But mind you, if you call me private, I'm not gonna answer. 2, if I don't answer, it's because I'm sleeping. Just leave me a voicemail because I get too many calls from scam phone numbers. And if you just want to tell me what's on your thoughts, or you want me to make a video about something that's on your mind, just drop me a voicemail. And let me know if you don't want me to call you back, that you just have something on your mind. I will respect your wishes. But if you want me to call you back, leave me a voicemail if I don't answer. Because I don't answer unknown numbers. I get too many scam calls. It's not like back in the days. I'll be your friend. If nobody wants to be your friend, if you're in my same situation, I'll be your friend. So, Buzzy181, what's going on? Jane 444, formerly known as Jenny H, what's going on? Happiness M5W, I'm your friend, bro. I hope so. I really do. Because it's lonely out here. It's tough. But you know what I was thinking last night, to be honest with you guys? Let me tell you what I was thinking. Honestly, man, as soon as I woke up around like 1:30 in the afternoon, right? I remember correctly. I went up, took a piss. Then I went to lay back down and said, no, I got things to do. So then I got up, I prayed, I read the Bible. So then I did my light exercise because I did my heavy exercise routine on Sunday. So I did 130 push-ups. I did my burpees, my mountain climbers, and my squats. So then I took a shower, I got ready, and then for some odd reason, I went outside and I washed the car, which I was looking at it, the sun, and I don't think I washed it correctly. And I started remembering what my wife did to me years ago. And that's what put me in a bad mood. But I remember praying, because I prayed a second time. It's like, Lord, help me to fight these negative thoughts that I've been having lately. I've been fighting negative thoughts for a good 2 years, but I didn't realize how bad it was until like recently. the other day, the negative thoughts were just so bad that I was ready to scream inside the trailer, shut up, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, leave me alone. Like, what can I do about it anyway? Just leave me alone. It's attract this darkness inside of me, like hatred and negative thoughts, resentment, this darkness that exists in this world will start seeping into you little bit at a time. It's like black ink. I'm telling you, because I have faced this darkness face to face. And I'm not talking about demons. I'm talking about little darkness. If you read the Bible, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anthony, are you and your wife having another baby? No, sir. No. My wife was pregnant about 5 months ago. My wife had a miscarriage. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know I announced on Mike in the Night that my wife was pregnant. I was really excited. I was so happy. And then my wife had a miscarriage. But she blamed me for it. She says that I killed the baby. I'm not sure how exactly that happened. What's up, 0964? I'm not here to tell you what put her down or anything, but that's exactly what happened. So I guess I kind of took that personal a little bit. But anyways, I've been having all these like negative thoughts. Like, you watch a lot of stuff online and you start putting the two together, and you see what the world is and how evil the world is, and it starts affecting you to a certain point. And I was just reading yesterday in the book of Ecclesiasticus, where it talks about that it's not good to know more than what you should know. It doesn't say it like that, but I'm just paraphrasing it, that it's just too much for a man. Shout out to Tim Hortons. Yeah, we got a bunch of them now in it's a bunch of them in Houston. I've never been to Tim Hortons. I'm not a big coffee guy myself. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Burger Boy 0964. So I've been fighting negative thoughts, real bad negative thoughts. So then what made me feel even more down on my way home was I just started thinking like, man, I've been going to this church already for almost 2 years. No, about a year and a half. What am I saying? And it's almost the same thing as the other one. No one cares to know who am I. And mind you, I've been making a lot of donations to the church, and I'm not talking about money, because I don't give these people money. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give them money. I might give them an offering like $20. I do give them something because they got to pay the light bill, and they offer me a service for free. That's the least I can do. But guys, what you guys don't know is that I donate a lot of food. But I'm talking about a lot of food. And I've had brothers, they thank me for it, which honestly they shouldn't, because I do it for the Lord. I really don't do it for them, honestly. It's just the honest truth. I do it to help the church. But besides that, they don't care who I am, how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, why I'm not there Monday through Saturday. They don't give a rat's ass about me. That's what I'm trying to say. And I remember one time we asked them for help because my daughter had to have a surgery, and we were like asking everybody for help if they could watch the kids. We were going to offer money too. Everybody had excuses. So to me, I can't count on anybody at church now. You're going to say, well, they're practically almost like strangers. And I remember I really needed help, and they couldn't help me out. So it's going back to the same thing. So today I was thinking about all this after I made the video and I was working. Like, I really want to make it to paradise with God, man. Like, when I die, I don't want to go to hell. Like, I really want to go to paradise and be in eternity in paradise. Because mind you, contrary to popular belief, when you give up the ghost, that's exactly how the Bible says, give up the ghost. That means you die. Your body gets buried into the grave. In reality, we all go to what is called lower hell, or Sheol, Sheol, which means Hades or hell. But it depends. Either you go into punishment or you go into rest. That's where the saying goes, rest in peace. You don't go to heaven, you go to paradise. And you can read the story about the rich man and Lazarus and Father Abraham, or what it's called Abraham's bosom. But anyway, I was thinking about Abraham's bosom or paradise. Jesus said, you will be with me in paradise. And I'm thinking, man, and I don't know why, but I just started thinking, like, in paradise, I'm not gonna have to worry about people rejecting me or not accepting me or not having friends. I imagine, like, I don't know why I imagine, like, that warmth, love, accepting. It's gonna be a loving, accepting place where people are gonna welcome you with open arms, and they're gonna know your name. They're gonna be no judgmental. Oh, you said something stupid. You said something dumb. Oh, I don't agree with what you said. I'll give you guys into details why I suspect they don't like me. Because one time they were talking about at this church over here, oh, it's all prophecy, what's going on in Israel right now. And I told them, well, I don't agree with war. I mean, they're constantly having war over there. I don't agree with them having war. Like, well, they're killing women and children, vice versa. They're killing each other. I'm sorry, but I don't support war. Ooh, I remember that. Now that I think about it, this happened like when I first started going there. They frowned upon the fact that I said that. I'm not in favor of war. I'm not a war person. I'm not pro-war. And I told them, as a believer, I cannot be pro-war. I'm sorry. Why I even said that? Honestly, to me, it seemed like I walked by them, I lifted up my leg, and I ripped up a big, stinky, wet fart. That's how it was. No, but because it's Israel, you gotta justify and say, well, it's God chosen people. May they throw all the bombs and kill everybody. That's how I took it. But no, I said I'm not pro-war. And ever since, like, period. But I don't think it's really that, because I've had that problem. I'm telling you guys, I've had that problem even at the other church, and I never even spoke to anyone. Only one time, one brother at the other church, which I think it's called Manantial. Matter of fact, I remember the pastor one time was in one of my live streams. He was in a couple of videos out here when he cut the trees and all that. I have to look, but I don't know why now that my channels are reinstated. I'm grateful they didn't erase all my videos. I don't know what video they erased, because they're not all there. But the vast majority of my videos are there. But for some odd reason, they put them all in private. So what I want to do is I want to take the channel in a different direction. I just haven't had the time. But I know I already took like 2 or 3 off of private. But it's a lot. It's like 150 videos. But like I said, I want to take the channel in a different direction. Anything that seems inappropriate, I want to erase it for good. But going back to what I was saying, I remember that church, same thing. No one ever talked to me. No one cared about me. 9 years going there, and it's like, I don't even exist. Who are you? I remember I wouldn't show up for like 3 months, and then finally had a chance to go back. It's like I wasn't even gone. So that is the state of the way the world is. Some of you are gonna say, well, that's church, blah blah blah. What does it matter anyways? That's not the type of atmosphere that I was introduced to when I became a believer when I was 16 years old. I'm 43 years old right now. That is not the atmosphere. That is not the way that I was brought up, where like no one gives 2 cents about anyone. There's no unity. There's no warmth. There's no loving, welcoming love. The world is already a hard, cold, brutal place that rejects people, kills and murders and steals from people and treats people bad. And people assume because they hold the door they're good people. And church shouldn't be like that, because it's supposed to be like a washing machine. You go dirty, sick, you need healing, you need restoration, you need love. You know, you need something that you haven't received in the world. I never received love growing up. I remember my mom used to tell me growing up, well, nobody gave me love, so I'm not going to give love. So my mom never gave me any love or never gave me any affection. So when I became a believer, that's something that I found, and I noticed the church was full of affection, love. Brothers would hug you when you walk in. God bless you. How you been? And then they want to sit there and spend time with you, invite you to eat, invite you to their house. You know what I mean? Take you on trips. They even took me on missionary trips. There was services all the time on the weekends, Saturdays. It was like, I mean, it was just something really special. I caught the end tail of what church was really like, and it should be. Church is not like that anywhere. It doesn't matter where you go anymore. That's something that I've learned. I want to look for another church, but I'm thinking like, I'm just going to hang them in the same predicament. It's going to be all the same. And I don't know if it's ever going to come back. But I was reading Matthew 24 that you know, in the after the birth, you know, in the birth pains, the love of many will wax cold. It also says that many will be offended. And we already live in times where people just get offended for any little stupid reason. Now, I caught the end tail of it. It, to me, was considered church today is not church. And it's just not the people in church. I see it in non-believers is even worse. You go to a job and they immediately hate you. Doesn't matter if you're a hard worker, you keep to yourself, you don't say nothing. People just hating for no reason. You know, I see a lot of videos here on the internet dating in 2025. The dating world is horrible. There's definitely no love in the women, I tell you that right now. And they're loving the men, but we're in a real bad situation, guys. We don't realize this, but today I was thinking, in paradise, it'll be loving, welcoming. I don't have to worry about anybody rejecting me, hating me, and I don't want to hang up with all these lowball, fraudulent, bootleg Christians in hell with their fake belief systems they got. Good luck with the way you guys believe. Wish you guys the best. And I don't want to hang with toxic co-workers either in hell. And I was thinking about paradise. I really was. Believe me, I really was. Loving, heartwarming. I'm not going to be in paradise and it's like I don't even exist. I'm just there in the corner. No. They're going to know that I'm there. They're going to welcome me. I was thinking about all this. Seriously, some of you guys think I'm crazy. I mean, I'm thinking about, wow, once he's dead. But I was thinking about this. You know what I mean? Sitting on the sidelines. I don't even exist. Screw that crap. Man, don't think that I'm too happy with the church that I go to anyways. I just suck it up. There's a church that I kind of like, but man, it's too far from my house. Last time that I went, my wife got really mad because they wouldn't end the service. I was like there until like 3 in the afternoon. I'm telling you. Yeah, real talk. I'm not going to sit there and, oh, you're better than me, or, oh, you're too spiritual. Forget it. Everybody's gonna get loved. No rejection, no putting down. You're gonna hear the truth. The weather's gonna be perfect. You don't have to worry about getting beat up or dying or going hungry. I was thinking about that. I don't have to worry about having sex because there won't be no need for sex. I wouldn't even cross my mind. No more negative thoughts. No more paying bills. No more going to work. No more worrying about if you hurt someone's feelings or you got angry or you did something stupid you should have not done. Because honestly, man, living in these bodies, we're cursed. We screw up. We're always constantly struggling with sin or something. 2 weeks ago, my sister came to my house and man, she just got me so angry. I had barely woke up and she got me so angry because making her for mainstream media opinion that she heard on the media, most likely. That's like how people have just been brainwashed with these lies. This is another thing. You don't have to worry about hearing lies in paradise. I got so upset because I was trying to help my mom with things that she's suffering, like diabetes and all this stuff. Oh, you want to give my mom horse medicine? Man, I got so mad, it just ticks me off. I'm not a person that says bad words, but I got so mad that I cussed her out. And then I said, man, what have I done? What have I done? I felt so bad. I went outside because I told my sister to get lost and get out of my house at the same time. So she was already in the pole. She was outside in the driveway. So I went out, I gave her a hug, and I said, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said, I'm just trying to help my mom. I don't want my mom to have diabetes. She already got a heart attack. But, just tired of that, man. Just being, like, nobody give me the benefit of the doubt. That's another thing about that church I started going. You can't really say anything because they don't hear you. I was like, they, like, physically, with their eyeballs, they're staring at you. But the Lord's enable me to see. They're not listening to me. Like, they're somewhere else. Or their spirit is staring somewhere else. And something I noticed to a lot of people, they have a like something's like a veil in their eyes or something, but I'm not sure why or why. Like, you can't even. The only thing I've talked to them about is maybe eating healthy, eating clean. You know, I try to, give them a little information, start a conversation, but even that, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear anything. So, what's up? What's going on, man? Is that you? That's you. Well, you changed out your username, but I seen you on Facebook. I guess you're back in California. You were living in Utah. It's good to see you, man. I need to friend you on Facebook, but I don't really know if it's you or not. OMTV666. I remember I used to use a different name. I'm trying to remember. I had the top of my head, but I'm not sure if this is you or the other guy. El Cortez is another guy. But I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you. It's just, you know what it is? I think in general, some of you might be in denial, and I've been in denial myself. I've always said I don't care. I don't care what they think. It don't bother me. That's their problem. They don't care about me. Even though I donate a lot of food to the church, I don't make a difference. That don't matter. You'll still keep in contact with that scumbag. Heck no. He's not a real friend. He's a typical Californian. Californians have been acting this way for way before everything's been going downhill in society. But, that's a whole different live stream. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh, man. I don't know. May the Lord help us. May God help all of us, honestly. We all need God. I don't care who you are, man. I was thinking about paradise, but I don't know. We gotta be obedient. Like the sermon on Sunday, man. It's like, that's another thing. You go to any church, you don't really learn anything. Like, he preached to us. Oh, you gotta go places like your job and outside a job and give good testimony. It's like, dude, that doesn't help me with my problems. Give a good testimony. How are you going to give a good testimony to people that don't know God, don't know about the gospel, if they don't teach you how to live a holy lifestyle? They don't teach you holiness. They don't teach you to live a righteous lifestyle. They don't. They really don't. It's like, you got problems at home with your wife, or you're having financial needs, or like a brother there. Oh, there's a guy in that church. I don't think he took it too well what I told him, because I started noticing he always talking about he's having problems, in church, and he always looks frustrated and like he wants to cry, and like something ain't adding up. So then I asked him what's going on, and he's like, oh, he's having a problem at work. So I guess he had to change jobs. So yeah, he's gonna have financial issues because I don't know his situation at work. I don't know. I'm assuming that, you know, as a believer, I'm thinking in my own situation as a believer. Satan will use your co-workers to come to attack you. You know what I mean? Things will arise at work, you know, because our battles aren't against flesh and blood, but against principalities and high places, assuming it's not you that, you know, messed up or screwed up or acting stupid, right? So I don't know his situation. So I already have suspected something, even though I just saw him frustrated, and I kind of knew already it's financial, even though he didn't say nothing. But I asked him what's going on. So he started talking about his job. So I already knew, and I told him, I asked him, do you tithe? Do you tithe? He looked at me weird. Oh, do you tithe? I'm asking him, and he starts asking me. So then he said he doesn't tithe. So then I later find out that he's the Sunday school teacher at that church. So you're the Sunday school teacher, and you're having financial problems. That's another thing that I honestly believe, that if you're gonna be a teacher of the Bible, why are you having financial problems? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, God really blesses you. Like, if you do what you got to be doing, if you're a giving individual, you're tithing, and you're giving to others, you shouldn't be having financial issues. But this guy, he admitted to me that he doesn't tithe. And it's like, they don't teach you nothing in that church, so maybe he doesn't know he has to tithe. I go, man, you got to start tithing, man, because now you're going to be having problems. You're always going to have problems at work. I go, look, the problems will be at the job, but God's going to leave you with the way out. I try to explain to him, but they don't want to hear you. They zone off. You can't give them a message. And then he started arguing with me about biblical doctrine. So at the end of the day, it's like, it's pointless to even talk to anybody. But Satan sends his minions to work. Yep. Did McLean ever contact you again? Nope. I wouldn't want to work there again anyways. I'm good where I'm at right now. I'm planning to do a video this week, possibly Wednesday. That there's still money in food service. Speaking of food service, for somebody that don't know me, I'm a food service truck driver. Local food service truck driver. You guys can look up videos on here. What's a food service? Yeah, food service, don't joke. Matter of fact, I need to publish my videos. They're on private. And like tonight, we had 30,000 pounds to unload, 14 stops. They added a bunch of stops. It was really bad today, honestly. The load came in late. We got it done, though. We knocked it out. But I'll put it to you like this. The year is not over yet. There's still 2 more months to go. And I'm already over 100,000 this year. So, but you got to do a lot of physical labor. Not everybody can do this type of work. I've been at it since 2018. And I've had my moments. But it's all about attitude. The type of work that I do is all about attitude. So that's what I do for a living. I'll just give you guys a little background what I do. I do a sector of truck driving that about 90% of all truck drivers, they want nothing to do with. So it kind of creates a little bit of job security, and it pays better because nobody wants to do the work. Most people just want to sit there and chill and drive, you know. But I need my money, so I do it to feed my family. I do it for my family. I don't do it for myself. And it's been food service has been enabling me to. So I get a lot of those, I get a lot of, spam calls. So just leave a voicemail if it's someone calling me. So that's what I do for a living, is enable me to live my lifestyle. Like I'm able to invest, be able to take my family to eat out. Oh, jeez, come on. Anyways, the phone fell. There we go. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. My goodness. Jeez, I should not even have touched. I need to fix my tripod, my cell phone mount that I bought for my phone. It hangs on the mirror, but a piece of it fell. It's like everything they make it for it to break down. So I keep forgetting to repair it. I was gonna repair it by putting some glue. Let me show you guys what broke down exactly. See, I tried to fix it here before I started driving. I put some tape on it so it could hold the phone. The piece fell off of it that holds the phone, but it just magically fell off. So this is what fell off. The one at the bottom. You guys see that there at the bottom. So I put some tape. I put it back, but with some tape, and it's just like they do it on purpose. It's called planned obsolescence. Made in China. China is the expert in planned obsolescence. Somebody call me. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail. Anyways, guys, so shout out to Scotty Kilmore. Yeah, he hardly uploads anymore. I haven't watched his videos in years, man. But now that my channel's reinstated, he popped up on my feed. But I don't got much else to say, guys. I don't got much else to say. Just got some goals right now. I got so many things. My son broke the TV, so I gotta buy a new TV. And I've been noticing I just noticed the prices on TV are very low. I'm actually surprised. When they break easy, we buy more. Yep. I already bought a couple of what is it? Clipboards, and they all break. All the clipboards break. It's like I don't know what to do anymore. It's like, especially if you bought it at Walmart. Amazon TVs are cheap. Yep. My son broke my 65-inch TV, and I gotta go and buy a new one. Then I got another major expense this month. I gotta take the Toyota Sequoia to the body shop. Now I do have insurance, but the problem is, I know for a fact the insurance is gonna total the truck out, and I don't know if you could buy back the truck. I don't want to go through that, so I'm just gonna leave it like in a real bad situation. Cause they gave me money for my car that got stolen a few years ago. Now some idiot hit my wife. My wife was just like totally distracted and wasn't paying attention. She was stressed out because, you know, the baby, she had the miscarriage. I know that's what it is. And I'm gonna pay for the repairs for my wife's SUV. But the thing is, it was valued like at $4,000. That's what the body shop said. So they would total it out. And if I look, I've been shopping around looking at the prices for like a new SUV, a real SUV, not a gay crossover, wannabe fake SUV, aka station wagon. No, none of that. You wouldn't see me dead in one of those anyways. So $4,000 is not gonna get me a new car. All it's gonna get me is a car payment. So I'd rather just go pay for the repair myself and not have to buy another car. I mean, that's how I see it. Cause man, right now, $20,000 is like, good luck finding one for $20,000. Cars are so expensive right now. Used, new is even worse. When they break the rest in P Honda Insight, yeah, wherever it's at. I miss my little car, but I already moved on. Watch and learn, watch and learn, watch and learn, watch and learn. Watch and learn, watch and learn. Now the V8s are gonna make a comeback. I heard a report that Dodge is bringing back the V8s. So they gotta make what the people want. But I'm planning to buy myself a car, hopefully next year. If they lower the interest rates, I'm gonna save up for my down payment, and I already know what I want. Look at this guy. Speed limit 60, and he's going 45. As soon as I get a clear shot, I'm going around him. Dude, I went to work yesterday. I left the house at, what was it, 7 o'clock, I think it was? I can't remember. I think it was actually 6 o'clock. I had to deal with people going really slow on the road. So I gotta buy a new TV. That's another thing. I have to pay the property taxes. Yeah, I gotta pay property tax. I gotta pay a car registration, and I gotta pay for this car's registration, inspection. So I got a lot of bills, and then I gotta hire a lawyer. That's another thing. I gotta hire a lawyer, and the lawyer's not gonna be cheap. I'm assuming at least $7,000. So I'm saving up for all that, because I gotta take care of all that, and then I gotta get my daughter braces. So, man, if God is willing, I mean, things will get better. So yeah, I'm able to do all that because I work in food service, so it helps. And lately, I've been working a lot of double shift for the last month. That's why I didn't upload for almost like 10 days. Cause I've been working double shift. All I do is go work and go home and sleep. Or sometimes I hardly get any sleep at all, because I got to go right back to work. Like today, they gave us 14 stops. We were 31,000 pounds. And then the last 3 stops were like really far away. Like they were way out of the way. So it took us 15 hours to do the route. So now we got to go home. We're going to go in tonight like around 8. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Slowing down. Slowing down. That's it. I've had too much patience. Slowing down. For no reason, just slowing down. Probably on the phone. But lately, man, it's getting more difficult to pass people up. There's just a lot of, just like more traffic. Just more and more traffic. And I don't understand how they're building all these houses. But they don't want to invest in infrastructure. That's the thing I can't stand. They don't want to invest in infrastructure. It's just build the houses. Who gives a crap if the streets get all clogged up with traffic? Who cares? Just as long as, the government gets its property tax, that's all they care. Increase the property values and let the people deal with it. It's like, oh, guys, make sure. I keep hearing there's a lot of places voting today. Guys, you guys need to get out and vote. Me personally, I don't have time to go. I don't even know if they're voting in my area. But man, there goes my wife the opposite direction. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because I just saw my wife going the opposite direction. I'm gonna give her a buzz. Yeah, appreciate that, Mike. Mike Amata, what's going on with you, Mike? Hope you're doing well. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna call my wife. Anyways, God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Sayonara. All my information is in the description if you guys want to get a hold of me. Like I said, leave me a voicemail if I don't answer it. Anyways, God bless you guys. Sayonara. Bye-bye.